Yo, hello everyone. Welcome to a new live stream, a new week, and of course, new analysis. We're gonna see what's going on and what's gonna happen today. So nice to see all of you guys. So basically, with NASDAQ, I already made, of course, quick update for today to give you, of course, an overview and what we might expect. So basically, before we move on, let me welcome all of you. Let me unpin the message to see the first message also, which is from Tony Sim. Hello. Good morning, buddy. And can I request Dow Jones? Yes, sure. We have, of course, our normal list, NASDAQ, SPX, and gold. I'm going to keep, of course, the Tesla and the other stocks that you requested, in case that you requested, because of course we're getting much more requests. Sorry guys, I'm arranging my cables here for the mic. Okay, so all right, so what do we have? We have Dow Jones. Here we go. Okay. Another Shafi, hello. How you doing, buddy? I'm glad that you're joining us as usual. Always there for us. Thank you, buddy. And wishing you also a very nice and, of course, successful start of a week. Everyone hit the like and share the stream. Thank you, Shafi, also for reminding me. Also, thank you guys for your support. Don't forget to press that like button. That it supports, of course, the channel. As a small thank you guys as well for your love. Felix, hello. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Excellent. Good morning. Please, Dow Jones. Okay, double request for Dow Jones. Here we go. Tesla, and here we go. Yep. So, all right, Tesla and CRV, so WV for Arcane. How you doing? Arcane, this is your second one. Always Arcane, make it double. Okay, so Paul, hi man, nice that you are back. Yes, I am. I mean, this weekend I needed a little bit for rest, guys. I'm a little bit exhausted with everything going on in the markets as well, and I need like to calm down a little bit. It's that was the thing, but of course I'm still there. Always, we will be here. But yeah, for this weekend it was a little bit chilling. The bearded chemist, hello, good morning, KG. Could we look at MSTR? Yes, sure, MSTR. Here we go. Shaila, hello. Can you do Robinhood? Sure. Sorry, these should be over there. Okay. The next one is Bright or S Bright. Hello, new subscriber. Nice to see you, man. Welcome to our channel. Really enjoy and appreciate your content. You're very welcome, buddy, and thank you. And glad that it helps. And you're asking for Microsoft, and here we go. MSFT. Hello, hello, Biliak. How you doing? Let's see some red. Biliak. Yes, probably we're gonna see some red. Probably, yes. Hello, hi KG. Can you analyze GDX? Yes, sure, GDX. Please, you've done it several times before, but I like in the daily frames this time. We're gonna do an all time frames from the daily to the 1 hour. I requested last week, but there wasn't enough time, so the analysis wasn't done. Sorry, buddy. Yes, sorry for that. We're gonna make sure to make it for you today. Ariana, hello. Hope you had a great weekend. Can I request any special scenario that NASDAQ will go up? Yes, definitely. We're gonna see both scenarios as usual on our channel. Always both scenarios, bullish or bearish, and we estimate the probabilities, right? So we're gonna see this. Xianzu, can you take a look at MTX? That sounds like Matrix or MTU Aero Engines. Okay. And hi for Heidelberg Matthias. We're gonna put it in case we have more time, of course. As a double request, you're very welcome, Chianzu. Incredible Jackman. Nice to see you, buddy. Nice to see all of you guys. Good morning, Shailesh. Hello, hello. Queenie Course, good morning. Paul, nice to see you, buddy. Can we take a look at HL? Okay. And Abdurrahman, hi KG, good morning, buddy. How you doing? Nice to see you there, Queenie. If you have time, let's check Amazon. Yes, Amazon. All right, guys. So I think that was it. I was looking at option flow this past weekend, and I've noticed a bunch on money in far out the money contracts. I think it's possible we get some good news with Powell this week. That's from Bearded Chemist. Let's hope so as well. I mean, look, guys, what I believe is that the markets has to do what it has to be done. Okay, we mentioned that we finished in the weekly here, so I start the analysis now. So we mentioned already that we have a 1, 2, 3 wave 4 and wave 5 to be done and finished, right? Internally, we have a finished wave 5. We have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I see already 5 waves. Meaning, seeing 5 waves already in a wave 5, that means, of course, the wave 5 is done and finished. Unless the wave 5 is expanding as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is the only scenario which Shailish, I think, asked for it, or the bullish one. Shaila, I think, or Shailish, but I think so. So, yeah, so this is the only scenario where you see an extended wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay? Meaning, simply the wave 5 is going to be extended, which I doubt it a little bit. We're going to see it internally. Why I doubt it? Because your wave 1 is not that low or small part of it. Okay? Plus your wave 3 as well is not a short wave 3. Normally, you get a wave 5 extended when you have potentially small wave 1, small wave 3, wave 4, and a 5 you get extended one. But this is not the case scenario. Therefore, the probability is low. Plus, if we finish 5 waves here, we need a wave 2. There is no escape from it. Whether the market is so much bullish, is so much into confidence, psychologically, fundamentally, I don't know, A lot of projects getting in the US in AI, whatever it is. I don't really care about fundamentals. What I know is that after 5 waves, technically, you should have the 3 waves down. Now, if we move inside it on the 4 hours chart and we take a look at this wave 1, ABC running flat wave 2, we have a very acceptable wave 3. So if we take here the fib levels for a wave 3 based on the wave 2, you will see that this wave 3 has even overshooted the 1.618, which is the most common target. That means why I'm doing this right now to show you that this is a very normal wave 3. It's not a short one. It's not a 1.27. It is above the 1.618. And that means it's very, very rare case that you might get an extended wave 5 more than this, because this is also a very, very, I would say, interesting wave 5 already. Okay, so if we take the fib levels for a wave 5 here, based on the wave 3, and you will see that the fib levels has reached exactly the 1-to-1 fib level, because this is your most common. Okay, and normally your wave 5 length, right, the length I'm talking vertical in price, should match at least the same wave 5. Okay, sorry, it's the opposite. Wave 5 should match the wave 1 in length at least. Normally also in time, but in this case scenario, of course, it took much more time. It took, a little bit more higher time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished. And even below a little bit, the 1-to-1 fib level. Now, what you are looking at here is a potential starting of a correction. Now, basically, because the wave 1 is here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially finished over there, we are looking for a wave 2, right, in 0.38. If you are bullish, again, this wave is going to transform to a wave 1. This is your wave 2, and you're looking at another 1, 2 here, or several 1, 2s internally, but we're going to take it like potentially, let's say 1, 2, and then looking for 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. Meaning extended wave 5 towards the 1.618, which is very rare case scenario again, okay? Because you have a very normal impulses here, very normal fibs. There is no shortage to get an extension in the top, okay? And it's already a good price. It's already in the blue box as expected, of course, before. And we are looking for this wave 2. Now, we start if we have topped there, okay? If we have topped there and we are moving down, okay? So if we are moving down here as an A, B, and a C, you probably have 3 waves, because an expanding flat will not reach directly there, definitely. So you're going to have a potential here, 3 waves down. You might have a W, and then an X. The X even can be triangle or something like this, right? Sideways. And then having kind of like a wave Y, zigzag, for example. This in case that we have an expanding flat. Now there is another scenario that I can play here for a wave 5 hitting exactly the 1-to-1 fib level, which is of course by shifting all of these there, okay? Wave 3, wave 4, and a wave 5. But the problem with this one, the problem is that your wave 3 is gonna look like 3 waves. Why? Because if you have here kind of like, where is your wave, your impulse for wave 3, right? Unless you have like a very, very small wave 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, somehow like this, which is a little bit, question mark, right? Question mark, how much nice it looks like, yeah? So don't forget the guideline, it should look nice, right? Now this as an impulse, it doesn't look nice. That is definitely, right? Therefore, the highest possibility goes for a finished wave 4 here, wave 3 over there, wave 4, and then you have a wave 5 finished over there to finish a wave 5. Now, in case that you have finished and topped here, okay, you might be starting something very new, meaning if we see the price exceeding, let's start to get to the key level, to shift between the scenarios, right? So regular flat expanding here, this is your target. Okay, so this is the first scenario target where we might go in priority. Okay, in priority because ABC might be over there, right? Expanding flat. Now, in case that we are topping there, as I just mentioned, I'm not gonna keep it because highest possibility is for there. But if in case that you finish wave 1 here and you're looking for something breaking this 1.618 decisively, this definitely, of course, is gonna be something impulsive moving downward, meaning a wave A, B, and a C. Okay. In case that we break this level directly, the labeling here is gonna shift for a wave 5 over there, finished as kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yep. So even but this is already as a leading diagonal. I was thinking, what if double 1, 2s, and then 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5? Can be. Yeah, can be. And this might be the answer why we might have a wave 3 over there, and then 4 and a 5. Okay, and which is looking weird, right? But probably it can be double 1, 2 here, and then you have a wave 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. Wave 3 therefore here. Yep. So this is explanation why it can be. But highest possibility right now, it's not highest possibility, actually it's in priority. It is always safer to start to test the first level before looking like, oh, we're dumping, So that is my strategy always, to walk with it step by step, testing the areas, looking at an expanding flat. If hits perfectly, we're gonna see the reaction after it. Maybe it continues for higher. Nobody knows. Maybe after a big expanding flat, this will transform to a 1, 2 for an expanding flat and then moving toward the upside, because in confluence with the expanding flat, the minimum requirement for a wave 2 is the 0.38. In precision, 22K 500. Exactly in the heart of it, right? And that means very likely scenario. We have to be careful. Yeah, so next level to be watched, therefore, closer, on the 4 hours, is of course the 22K 600, 22K 400. Okay, so this is the first thing. Now, if we move a little bit inside it, before we move and we think a little bit in a bigger or in a 4-hour chart, let's think in a 2-hour chart or 1-hour chart. So in this case scenario, knowing that we have the ABC there, in this case scenario, if you have here 1, 2, 1, 2, and another 1, 2 here, if this is your 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, yeah, even as you can see, this is not looking nice as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe this is 1, 2, and another 1, 2. Yeah. Let's go 1 hour. Maybe we see it better. Yes. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 1, wave 2, and then let's say this is another impulse, and you have a wave 2. Currently, I'm estimating those fib level, which are of course the fib level for a wave 1, 2. Right, and in confluence here, this one in confluence, you would like to have, actually this is a leading diagonal, therefore in confluence you would like to have wave 5 diagonal. Here we go, inside this perfect fib levels for wave 5, which we already hit it, right? So basically, in case you are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you would like to hit here in confluence, right? But if you are in an A, B, and a C here, or W, X, and a Y, you have to take into consideration these 3 waves there. And that means, of course, this might be your A, B, and a C. You're looking for a regular flat, let's say wave C, here we go, which is also in confluence even inside those fib level. Meaning in all case scenario here, we're still looking for lower inside this area, even in higher precision still, right? So I'm watching this and I'm gonna watch the reaction after it, because you have double scenarios here that it can be an A, B, and potentially C here, or I would say it can be WX and a Y, W, X, and kind of a wave Y, complex structure, and hitting the 1-to-1 fib level and then moving toward the upside. Now, the reaction here is gonna tell us if we are impulsive or if we are still corrective. Meaning the difference is 3 waves, you move down, you take this low, confirmation for bearish. If we move high in 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 without hitting the low, moving 3 down, 3 waves, and continuation, breaking the high here, bullish, right? So we want to see 5 waves impulsive, 3 waves corrective, moving high, breaking the zone 1. Continuation towards the upside. This is our signal where you might have the scenario, of course, of several 1-2s here, which I doubt it. The bearish scenario is, of course, double zigzags in an X in between for a wave B, which is hitting exactly the fib levels 1.23 here. Exactly 100% hit, right? And precision. 3 ways down, 3 ways up in WX and Y. You're looking potentially at a leading diagonal, wave 2 still to be get, and of course, we're moving towards the downside for a wave 3, 4, and a 5, of course, which is at least here your expanding flat that we explained also on the 4 hours chart. Okay, so that is regarding NASDAQ. Let's watch what's gonna happen. I'm still looking for a little bit lower at least. Yeah, if broken, of course, if this is broken, definitely we're moving directly, guys. So when you break, let's put the key level. When you break the 886, okay, so this is definitely, we're moving for even lower. So I would say this is confirmation for lower prices, okay, which is 23K, or let's put it there, 23K 500. Now what I'm expecting is to stay in the blue box and retrace. This retracement is gonna give us answer. If it is 3 waves, you move down, you take the low, bearish. If 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 ways down, up, you take the high, it's bullish. Okay? Of course, it's bullish, but to be retested. It's not bullish directly, we move up. Okay, so that you don't get me wrong and, oh, you said it is bullish, because it might be a zigzag. A zigzag is an impulse. Wave, 3 ways down, you move up. But from there, if you are a zigzag, you would like at least to reach the 1-to-1 fib level. Therefore, we tested over there. We see continuation or we see rebound. Yep, so that is the thing. All right, so that's it for NASDAQ, and I think this will explain already. The SPX was the same way. The only difference that you have for SPX is that you don't, you have a zigzag also here, of course, a W, X, and a Y. And if you test here the fib levels for a wave B, it is also the same wavy expanding flat. You reach exactly the 1.23, which is a perfection for a wave B, right? Yep. So, but currently, in case that you are still looking here for higher wave 5, nobody knows, higher wave 5, it can be, of course, a 1, 2, 3, wave 4 unfinished, and still no invalidation given, meaning this correction is a longer wave 4, because wave 2 is, yeah, I mean, no, it's, I mean, yeah, it's even bigger right now. Let me check. Wave 1, yeah, that's too big. Yeah, the timing for a wave 4 is very far from a wave 2 here. So yeah, if you have bottomed here, here is a perfection as alternation, right? Is a perfection. A, B, and a C, wave 4 for a wave 2 over there. But if longer than this, it starts to be doubtful, right? meaning this move up here is kind of like an ending diagonal to finish a wave 5 as a potential impulse here, meaning even if you finished an impulse here, it can be as well 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 because your wave 4 here did not interfere with the zone 1. Wave 3 is longer than the wave 1. Wave 5 longer than wave 3 is fine. So can be simply a zigzag as well. Okay, so that is the thing. Now, as a big impulse here, let's say like 1, 2, and you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3, also is another scenario to be, of course, tested later on, but now it is very far. To get this as an answer is, of course, we have to break in priorities of scenarios. Now, the targets, of course, potentially here, you are also in an expanding flat wave C. So I'm looking for the 1.618, which is in a perfect confluence with the invalidation of the bullish here, 6,400. And if you get this, definitely the bullish is gone here. Definitely you might be in something bearish. And of course you might be here in, at least in something and as impulsive as well. Yeah, so this is the second scenario, meaning you finished wave A, wave B, something impulsive is unfolding towards the downside. Another fib levels to be tested is, of course, for this impulse, what if this is a wave 2 in double 1, 2? Because you have 1, 2, 1, 2 probably. You see the 0.38 in confluence. So I'm going to remove this for now. And we're going to keep this aside. So basically the blue box is getting more and more, of course, precise here. So we have double targets to be seen. Now, internally, if you go 15-minute chart here, definitely you are impulsive. 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5 is still unfolding. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 probably can be here ending diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more leg. But preferably to take the low. So be careful. You might hit simply the wave 5 here. The 1.38 was confluence was 0.38 maybe. In case you are probably in bigger double 1, 2s here, it can be. Why not? Right? So we have to be careful with it. But those are the targets, guys, that I'm looking for. And if we take here, let's even go much more micro. In case that we are in a wave 2, we move higher directly while you took the 886. Therefore, the probability here has been already tested. Okay, that 886 taken, meaning this low will be taken sooner or later. Yeah, later might be somehow like that. Okay, so basically low possibility to move in 1, 2, again 3, 4, 5 toward the upside in case this is an extended wave 5. Now it can be ending diagonal as well, don't forget, can be something ending diagonal, but this will not change anything in ending diagonal because 1.38 still preserved. Okay, so even we still need to break the 6,525 to make sure that we are in bullish scenario here, right? To get out of the ABC expanding flat, right? The wave B has to get out of this area to make sure, okay, something very bullish unfolding here, right? But currently we cannot yet, of course, confirm this. And we're gonna see. Now the 886 is kind of like perfect target for a diagonal wave 2 only, meaning you can expect ending diagonal for higher. Another bullish here. Yeah, so scenario. Yep, that's it for NASDAQ, guys, and for SPX. I would like to check a little bit some RSI here. Yeah, we see divergence. We see bearish divergence here. Okay, so almost playing. Now you see also bullish divergence somehow. Well, here, but if you take the low, it's gone. If you take the low, it is gone, and it becomes simply continuation for lower. Yes, so very low possibility. Another, yep, there is one here also. You can see something like divergence. But still need lower. Yeah, still need some lows. probably the blue box. Yeah, we have to check this. We have to check this. That's why the blue box is very interesting here. Great, guys. That was for NASDAQ and SPX, and we forgot the time as usual because I'm clumsy. I think we start here at now it is, wow, we spent a very long analysis here for NASDAQ and SPX. Okay, we are at 35 minutes. Okay, but interesting. It's good to see it very closer. All right, guys. So basically, higher possibility for NASDAQ and SPX, still looking for lower for the blue boxes, and we take it from there, right? We see the reaction there, and we, of course, decide if this is bearish or corrective, and we move higher. The gold. For the gold, of course, we know the gold always move against the market, right? Against the US stock. And we see, of course, a move for higher yesterday night. Understandable, but don't forget that anyway, with the gold, on the very long time frame, you are in a triangle, okay? So you are in a very, very sideways, and you might still look for higher, right? Sooner or later. Now, the possibilities here are very multiple one, right? We have, of course, the triangle first, wave E finished, and that means you are in an impulse finished here as a wave 1, and this is your wave 2, probably finished, and yesterday you got the signal for it, and you probably, of course, want to move for higher. Okay. Another scenario here before we move in the micro level, you might be, of course, in a W, right? In a W, in an X, and you're looking for another wave Y in a triangle, finished exactly there in a zigzag, and then you're looking for a new 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, and that means this is an A, B, C, D, and an E here, and you're moving for higher in a new 1, 2, not a big 1, 2. This is a part of the zigzag, which is a triangle, which is, of course, a little bit question mark, because in case you are in a triangle here, why suddenly we became impulsive here? Okay, you cannot be impulsive in a wave D. It has to continue as it has started in zigzags, right? Yeah, so it's hard to call this a zigzag. It looks much more like a perfect impulse, right? Yep, so therefore, higher possibility here that the wave E finished there. This is your 1, 2, and you're looking, of course, for a 3, 4, 5 continuation toward the upside. Now, another possible scenario is, of course, what if that this triangle itself, which we are looking at here as an ABCDE, is your wave W. And then you have an impulse here, which is a wave A. You have a correction wave B. You're looking for a wave C as an X for a zigzag. After having the X, you might move, of course, another zigzag toward the downside to take the low here, of course, very sharply. And that because, of course, on the 4 hours chart here, you would like to see, of course, a wave 4 hitting in time and also in fib level, which is the minimum requirement 0.23 fib level here. This has not been touched yet, and we have to take this one to make sure that this impulse, let me remove this, okay. In this scenario here, because you are in a bigger view, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3. This is your wave 4. Now it went triangle, which is very characteristic of a wave 4. Now you reach the minimum time, but the fib level, which is more important than the time, has not been reached. Therefore, if you are very, very sideways here, you might be in a W, an X, even for higher to make the market satisfied, because the market is still very bullish, and that's why you move in sideways without reaching even the fib levels for wave 4, because the market is not satisfied yet from getting higher prices for the gold. And therefore, it's going to, of course, seek after a wave X for new highs even, and then plunging down, of course, for a wave Y in a zigzag, very sharp. And it might hit, of course, the fib level finally, which is in a psychological number 3,000. And then moving for a wave 5 towards the 4,000. Yep, so this is what I'm looking for the gold, guys. Highest possibility as well in a big WX and a Y, meaning currently on the 2-hour chart, you're still looking for higher. At least the wave X that I was talking about it here might take, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level. It can take the high, it cannot take the high. Of course, if it is extended wave C. Okay. Yep. Internally as well, 1-hour chart here, or 15-minute chart, let's say. On the micro level, we can see, of course, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 1 already given. And then you have something very corrective here. Can be an ABC finished. Yeah, and you have 1, 2. I doubt it a little bit. It might be, of course, something still corrective here for a little bit lower. And then moving for higher. Yep. That's it. Shadi, OKG, could you please analyze Palantir and Nvidia as always? Yes, buddy. If requested, we can do this. All right, let's do that. If you bring it back to the main list, we're gonna do it, but very fast. So Nvidia and Palantir. That was it for the gold, guys. Let's move on. So 41 minutes. Yeah, did I explain here? Yes, a little bit lower and you move higher for the gold. Nvidia. Okay, for Nvidia, after this very long trading view. Okay, after a very long sideways for this corrective wave here, we have very obviously a very corrective curvy chart here unfolding, which is obviously very corrective. And I mentioned this many times on Discord that Nvidia needs a low, like desperately needs a low because it cannot move higher anymore. It's very exhausted and is still, of course, looking for lower. I believe that you might be here in a, yeah, it can be an impulse. But yeah, I doubt it a little bit, guys. I doubt it. Even I see whether a longer sideways here, then moving for higher, meaning A, B, C, D, E, and then moving for higher, or you're looking even to take this low. Okay, so as an A, B, and a C, probably here. Yeah, so it can be also a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 in bullish term, of course. And the fib levels here, let's see, wave 2. Well, yes, you reach exactly the minimum requirement, and that's why, okay, it was like still ranging probably. Now, if we move internally, well, nothing yet ready to move for higher, okay? So I'm still expecting lower, so yeah, be careful also with NASDAQ and so on. It might be affected. Yeah, it can be sideways, A, B, C, D, E. It can be something a little bit lower, so breaking the 886. Yeah, can be of course looking for lower. Now, in a bigger overview as well, we have a wave 4 to be finished here. Meaning, if we have topped here for a wave 5, in a 1, ABC running flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, sideways, wave 4 given, and then wave 5 to finish wave 3. Therefore, you're looking here for such a wave for minimum target 0.23, 157. Has to be, of course, hit. And again, I mentioned what I said, of course, in the beginning of the live stream, whether the influence in the market, psychologically, fundamentally, whatever you want, is very bullish. If there are 5 waves finished there, it's gonna correct. Whether we like it or not, it's gonna correct because this is how market moves. This is exactly, technically, this is how market moves. It cannot move for higher without reaching the 23. Now, if there is real bullish sentiments, if there are real bullish sentiments and the market is very bullish and there are fundamentals applying on the chart, you're gonna see it even by Elliott wave, because Elliott wave is a psychology detector tool, right? And then 1 2 has to give here, of course, a signal, right? While testing it, we might see the signal as 1 2 3 4 and a 5 in case we are bullish. Currently, we hit the targets minimum requirement, but no reaction. No clear reaction yet. If you want to call this 1 2 3, well, the wave 3 is very short, right? Shorter than the wave 1. Therefore, turning it A, B, and a C here, you're still corrective. You're looking for lower. Okay, that is regarding Nvidia. Let's see Palantir at 45. Okay, yes, that's 2. Palantir. Okay. So for Palantir, of course, yeah, as I mentioned, if you remember, when you finish 5 waves towards the upside, you want to move down, 3 waves down, right? We were looking here at a potential top, because after a correction, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And then we start to estimate, okay, what is going on here? Something is going on because the wave 2, another 1 2, sorry, has been given, another 1 2, another 1 2 1 2, and then of course we broke the fib levels for an expanding flat wave B, which were somewhere here, right? Once we broke them, the final scenario was, of course, to finish here as an ending diagonal, right? And if we break the high here, it was a confirmation for bullish. Because if we break the high here, the wave 5 somehow becomes invalidated. Yeah, we were in this scenario 1 2 3 4 5. Wave 5 was longer than wave 3 once we get this area. And this was your last option here for the bearish. If you are bearish, you move down directly from there. And this was the last scenario in the pocket because the wave B has been eliminated. And we saw higher. And here we go, right? So therefore, again, if there is some bullish sentiments, even fundamentally, whatever it is, it's going to be shown through technical analysis, of course, only with Elliott wave, guys. And this is exactly the way we saw, of course, this bullish or this bull trend moving for higher. And definitely this is your wave 3 here. And this is your wave 4, finishing perfectly right now, again, in the perfect box wave 4 between 0.23, 0.38 as an expanding flat A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, one more low even, and then moving potentially here, continuation for higher. Invalidation of bullish, well, if the price comes back to 161, okay, something wrong is going on, and that means, of course, this is turning something corrective, which I doubt it, because somehow it's unexplained. What does it mean, unexplained? Meaning if you move down directly here, you didn't finish 5 waves up, you cannot call A, B, and a C expanding flat, or A, B, and a C even. Okay, so I didn't try this. I'm just taking it visually here, but let's check. Yep, you cannot call it even. It's overshooted. Therefore, highest possibility is continuation toward the upside. Whether you finish at least 5 ways up here to complete kind of like somehow an impulse finished there. So if you are, let me check if there is another possibility here. 1, 2, 1, 2. That is no, it's all double 1, 2s, yeah. Unless this may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, still to be unfolding, then 4 and 5, still looking for higher, therefore. Okay, this is a different scenario. So I'm gonna keep this signal there just to remember that scenario all the time and reminding you with it. Here we go. So even with this scenario as 1, 2, you still need, of course, to finish it. 4 and a 5. You cannot finish it in 3 waves. This is a problem. it's a problematic for the bearish. Okay. You cannot finish it just in 3 ways. Yeah, it's mandatory to finish it in 5 ways. And this is where the market become really nice, honestly, very clear. Okay, that is for Palantir. FTAI. Aviation, okay. FTAI, aviation. Okay. Well, obviously psychology found there, right? And we start an impulse, wave 1, 2, and obviously this is your wave 3. Finished or not, we're gonna check. Okay, so obviously let's move inside it a little bit much clearer for days. Here we go. So 5, this is okay. I'm gonna consider wave 2 finish there. Okay, yeah, but okay. No, that's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, yes, that works. And then 1, 2, and then wait a second. Yes, this 2 is small here, and then this 1, 2 is before it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. All right, so inside it we have 4 and a 5. That's a wave 4. Wow, very impulsive. Okay, yeah, the problem is that you cannot really catch the wave 2 here, but still fine. Here we go. This is your wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And yeah, so basically, therefore, that means yes, this is your wave 3 here because you finish a full impulse. This is your wave 4 as alternation working perfectly because you have a very sideways wave 2. You might have a very sharp one. And yeah, you're still looking for this wave 5. Now, this wave 5, in case you are here in a wave 5, okay, so you might reach, of course, this target. Okay, but don't forget that even possibly here, by simply taking the high, you might be, of course, you might be finished with a wave 5 only if you finish a nice structure. Now, a little bit internally, let me check inside this wave. Okay, it's an impulse. Yes, it is an impulse. You have a weird one, but yeah, still working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have 1, 2 here, and then continuation impulsively. No, that is a problem here. Also, it cannot, unless this wick is not considerable. So you are in 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 to finish wave 1, wave 2, and then you continue for higher. Yeah, so that can be possible. Therefore, if not, just consider the ending there because this is the only possible thing that it might make it complicated like that. If you are finishing here a possible, sorry, here, wave 1 and wave 2. Yep. So 1, 2, and you're looking for a wave 3, of course, still to take the high, and then an A, B, and a C, of course, meaning this turning as well internally, probably ABC, right? ABC, and then correction and ABC finally to take the high. And again, that's why I mentioned be careful. Sometimes by simply taking the high, it can be considered a finished wave 5. Okay, so in both case scenario, you're still looking for higher. Okay, all right, that's it. Shailesh KG, let's pause for a second and ask everyone to click the like button. Thank you, Shailesh, for reminding as well. Thank you, guys. Also, yeah, I see. For example, that's right, Shailesh. 36 viewers, but only 21 like. Who's missing? Thank you, guys, and don't forget, of course, this supports and motivates me to do this every day for you, and with pleasure, guys. Thank you. So, FTAI. As Bright also, as Shadi has mentioned, could we have Palantir and Nvidia analysis as usual? Yes, of course, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna do it always. I'm not gonna miss it then. ABBV. All right. ABBV, which is this one. All right. Okay. Sorry, knocking my my fingers because it hurts with the mouse the whole day. Um, Very weird one, but okay, I have to accept it because your wave 4 here, your wave 4 is very shallow, probably with this one, with this wave 2 as alternation. So I have to accept this probably as 1, 2. And even at the same time, it looks like ABC. So very weird. Yeah, I don't like it. Okay, so it looks for me 3 ways, so you have to be careful with it. That is probably, you are looking here at W, X, and a Y. Yes, this is your low even. Yeah, 3 ways down. And then even later on, okay, this is an impulse correction overlapping. Okay, nothing is really impulsive here as it might looks like, but what you are looking here is 3 ways up, 3 ways down, and you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which you cannot really consider it as an impulse because wave 3 is shorter, probably. Let me check. Yeah, shorter than the wave 1 and definitely shorter than the wave 5. No impulse even. Therefore, A, B, and a C again. Yep. And this is a W, X, and a Y. So yeah, be careful with it. It's not a confident move toward the upside. Watch the 1-to-1 fib level. That's it. This is all what I can give for this one. Yep, I see the double structure here with a 3 waves. Okay, 1-to-1 fib level to 135 is its maximum. Plus, you're not very impulsive. If you're gonna reach there, it might be, of course, kind of like in overlapping again, and then start to move down. So 3 ways up, probably down, and then moving up later on. Yep, so that's it for ABBV, right? Yes. QQQ or triple Qs. So Invesco, Trust. Okay, we did this before. That's nice. What do we have? We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 and a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. Yes, everything is fine. We go inside it and we see here a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5. Okay, you are in the last wave. You are at the top here to finish, of course, the whole wave 3. And if we dive inside this wave 5, is it done and finished or not? This is a question mark right now. 1, 2, 3. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Be careful. It might be at the top. It might be high possibility you are in the top. And by the way, we are in the blue zone. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. It can be done and finished with NASDAQ. Same as NASDAQ, by the way. Okay. So I'm not surprised. Probably next level is your wave 4 here. Yep. Everything's still fine. You need, of course, a reaction from the market. Now, you still on the lower time frame, you still well be careful. It looks like corrective, but this are zigzags in diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, you are in the wave 5. Yep. Let me check something. Okay. All right. Yep. So that's it. For Dow Jones, 1 hour. Okay. Dow Jones. Let's go to. Is that the Dow Jones that I always use? No. Here we go. Okay, so we are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the blue scenario here. Internally, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside this wave 5 of 5, you are also in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, probably finished. We're gonna see inside it. So if you are here in a finished wave 5, where we're looking for this blue box to be finished there. But don't forget, by taking the high, it's more than enough. But it has to finish the structure. Okay, meaning a wave 5 internally here has to finish an impulsive structure, which it should be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 3 finished. Currently, you're looking for wave 4. One more high probably can reach the blue box or not. It's not necessarily. You finish the structure over there probably, and then you drop down. Okay. So currently, you're looking for lower. Yeah, because you have a wave 2 or wave 2 very sharp. Probably your wave 4 is going to be sideways and then moving higher. Okay. Targets, we can have some. Wave 4. Yeah, you're still looking for the 44,868 minimum target. All right. That is your next blue box. Okay. What did I delete? Okay. Here we go. Oh my God. Yeah, this one. Thank you. All right. So that's it for Dow Jones. Tesla. Let's see Tesla 1 hour. Is Tesla continuing the trend? Okay. Deeper wave 4 a little bit. That's fine. Let's see how much deep. Oh. Okay. But it should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It should be it. Okay, it should be it. And then moving for higher. This is your wave 4 here. A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Because, yeah, it can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Can be one more low. Yeah, can hit still like perfectly the 0.5. Okay, and then still the same target. Moving for higher. Invalidation, you have it. Still there. Okay, nothing has changed. Invalidation at 312. And yeah, you want to move higher. Yeah, invalidation of bearish. Well, yeah, in case you are impulsive, already taken. Okay, you're not bearish. All right. That's it for Tesla. MSTR. 1 hour. 04. is still moving for higher. Yes. Okay. For MSTR, we're looking anyway for this blue box, right? We are looking for it. Still not hit as a potential wave 4 in an expanding flat here, which it might be, of course, an A, B, and a C, or a W, X, and a Y, because the wave C has to be 5 waves. I don't see it. I see 3 waves. Therefore, things start to shift here, or it's gonna be, of course, ending diagonal. So still can be, of course. So let's put this there. Potential ending diagonal. By the way, we took invalidation of triangle. That's good. So one scenario out, which is a triangle. And we have potential diagonal here. Or in, yeah, this can be ABC, therefore, only if diagonal. But if you finish here, WX and a Y. Here we go. Difference is that the wave Y can finish over there directly in 3 ways and move up, of course, for higher. And then, yep, wave C will request one more for 5. I believe QQQ is an ETF for NASDAQ. Okay. Can be. All right. Robinhood. Okay, for Robinhood we have 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, yes. You're still looking, of course, for higher. Obviously, this is your 1, 2. Your 1, 2 here is a potential leading. No, it is an impulse. You have a wave 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3, A, B, and a C for a wave 4, and a very small wick taking the high here with a wave 5. And that means, of course, you are potentially here in a 1, 2, unfinished yet, probably because you have an impulse here, A, B, and a C. So you have to be careful and moving for higher. Okay, but the fib levels here for a wave 2, you hit already the minimum requirement, but be careful from ABC in confluence 1-to-1 fib level. We're gonna watch also this blue box, $103. Okay, that is Robinhood. Microsoft at 1 hour 7 minutes 30. Okay, let's go a little bit bigger here. Okay, we have double degrees, that's why. Okay, so basically we have an ABC here, very likely ABC or 1, 2, and wave 3 towards the upside. In both case scenarios, you have to see an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You're finishing a wave 5 for a wave C or a wave 3 here, okay? Internally, inside this wave 5, we are having, of course, double 1, 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Probably finished. We have to be careful. You might have finished wave 5 over there. Yep. Let's move inside it to see. Yeah. Please be careful with it because it might be another leading diagonal here. Okay. Another leading diagonal, which might be your wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for an impulse downward. And in that case, if you finish a wave 5 here, therefore, yes, you might have finished wave C. Wave 3, you might look for a wave 4 here, which is, yeah, it's gonna be a big wave, major wave 4 here. Unless, of course, that is still bullish, guys, of course. Unless that this transform to 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. So before looking for the major wave 4 here, we need, of course, to test a lot before it, right? So we have a huge 1, 2 here. So on the daily, you might be in a huge 1, 2. Here you go. So before thinking about bearish, let's test the 389 first. Minimum requirement for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning an extended wave 5. Okay, then your wave C, because this is my expectation anyway. Yep, in this blue zone at least. Here we go. Okay, so basically in both case scenario right now, you want to move lower. Let me check the micro levels. Yeah, in both case scenario, okay, we already put it there before. In both case scenario, you want to check for lower. Okay, 0.38 here taken from the 1. Yes, we have to check even this one before the big one. Yeah, so on the micro level, 465, of course, before moving in the bigger view that we saw before. If we break it, then it comes the weekly one. Yeah, the wave 2, which is in this zone. I just talked about it. But this right now is what you're looking for. Right, so that is for Microsoft GDX 1 hour frame, please. Yes, sure. We're gonna move also inside it. You're very welcome, buddy. GDX. Vanek. All right. Yes, we did this before. Yeah, not really. But be careful. Yeah, I mean looks working great, right? So far, but yeah, be careful with it because it's still like yeah, not very clear. But looking for higher in any case. Be careful. Your target, of course, is this one. Now, currently, if you are looking internally here, let me just get an overview again. So we are in 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 again, 1, 2, 3. So you might be in a wave 3 here. So if you are in wave 3, yes, you want to hit this blue box. Your wave 3 here is 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that's not nice. That is not looking good for a wave 3, honestly. Okay. All right. It's a leading diagonal here. Or ending. Be careful. Or ending. Very welcome, as bright. So this can play two roles. Be careful from it. It can play two roles, and that's why, like, yeah, you have to be careful. You might be in a zigzag here, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It can be an ending diagonal finished in simply ABC. ABC, and what does it mean? Does it mean finished structure? Let me check. A, B, okay, W, X, and a Y. Yes, be careful. So you might be here in a big W, X, and a Y. Okay, be careful. Might be the high. Now, how you get much more confident, let's move inside it. If you are in a diagonal here, let me put all of this in one folder first, daily. So here you are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Probably one more high. What an ugly impulse. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave C, A, B, and a C, wave 1. There is no other way. That's the problem. Okay, that's why I'm calling it here as diagonal. So basically, you're looking here at your wave 3, A, B, and a C. Yes, so you have 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5, meaning wave 3 potentially one more small high, and can be, of course, a wave Y there once finished. Wave 4, of course, you have to expect it to move down. Now, internally, if you are in this as an impulse and you want the 1 hour chart here or 2 hours, is the same. So this might be your target wave 5 over 1. Probably. Okay. Now, in confluence for wave 3, in diagonal, almost the same. Almost. Left. Okay. Plus more precision, you can get the zigzag itself. Here we go. Yeah, this is much higher precision. So you're looking for the 1. This one. Okay. And for the 0.6 here. So this area, of course, is your target. Probably $62 because it is in confluence. Okay, so much with the 1-to-1 fib level, which is the main zigzag. Okay, $62 exactly. All right, that's it for this one. Let's put it in 1 hour. Okay, next one, MTX. All right, MTX at 1 hour 17. Okay, guys. Yeah, we have to move a little bit faster because we need to go. It's already 1 hour, and yeah, we're very close to 1 hour and a half. So this one, okay, very choppy. 1, 2. Okay, very corrective. It's definitely an A, B, and a C here you're looking at. And probably this wave C is your ending diagonal here, unfolding as a zigzag, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Okay. Yep. Maximum target here, you might have wave 5 diagonal. Yep, there. This is your potential blue box there. All right. The next one is TEM. TEM, which is Tempus. Okay. Okay, guys, that's very new. That's very fresh chart and very sideways. And yeah, never preferable, not recommended. Sorry, guys. We need to take the time for something much more or less riskier here. So 118.30 HL and already analyzed, so no need to reanalyze it. So also very sideways. Always look, guys, for the best chart which are impulsive in one direction. Let's move for Amazon. And that is very risky. You have no direction for this market. Oh, come on, Amazon. Okay, for Amazon, we are now, this is what I'm looking for always. Yeah, this is what you would like to have, a direction for the market. So where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here potentially, where you have finished a wave 1, you have a wave 2, very close for the 0.32 on the linear already taken, so perfect. Internally, we are looking at this potential 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finished wave 3, wave 4, And currently, you're probably looking for a wave 5, but very likely as well that your wave 4 is not finished because it has bottomed before the timing. So be careful, you might be in an ABC again and then moving toward the upside with a wave 4. So yeah, the things are yet to be tested, but basically internally you have an impulse internally, which is a good signal actually. So despite that we have bottomed before the time, you are in a 1-2 here, obviously. Yeah, but you need much higher prices here. Wave 3 as an impulse, yeah, preferably to reach this one. If you stay below this and you see the price is suffering somehow like that, or even like moving downtrend, be careful, you might drop down, okay? Because this currently is ABC, okay? It's an impulse, right? ABC, you move down. If you continue and you hit this box, okay, wave 3 has been hit. You're looking therefore later for wave 4 and a 5. That was it for Amazon. CRWV. Okay, for this one, we are looking here. We were estimating the potential of 1-2. It is broken. Yeah, no 1-2 here. It looks like it's a deeper wave B or a deeper wave 4. Okay, yeah, from 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah, basically now it can be finished or it might finish soon, but be careful from a deep correction here. Okay. Is it a new chart? This is very new, by the way. It's on the 4-hour chart only. Very new, very risky, guys. Be careful. It's yep, your responsibility. So high. Really. Heidelberg Materials. This is what you were looking for, I think. Okay. Okay, you have very, very tricky. So this can be a triangle here, the problem. You cannot really call it, you cannot call it impulses, okay? You cannot call it 1-2 because they are triangle in the zigzag. Probably you found, you finished this triangle A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, and an E. Wait a second, A, B, C, D, and an E, yes. Then you drop down and you finished and then you start for higher, yes. So probably you finish this correction and you start a psychology here. And obviously it is in double 1-2. But you're moving higher in the void, okay? There is nothing you can base on or rely on based on Elliott wave. You are in double 1-2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. This is all what can I help with it. But what's gonna happen later? Nobody knows. Is it gonna transform to 1-2, or is it gonna be A, B, and a C, and then dropping down? Okay, so this is a difference. All right, guys, that was it for today. Thank you for being here. I wish you to have a nice day. And don't forget, of course, to hit that like button before you go if you didn't yet. Thank you very much. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.